In the frozen heart of Siberia, two empires on the rise, the Qing Dynasty of China and the Russian Empire, clashed in a showdown that would shape the course of history. This is the story of the Russo-Chinese Showdown in Siberia, a tale of ambition, conflict and diplomacy that led to the landmark Treaty of Nerchinsk in 1689. As the 16th century drew to a close, the Russian Empire began its relentless march eastward, driven by the quest for furs and new territories. Meanwhile, the rise of the Qing Dynasty in 1644 marked the beginning of a new era for China, eager to secure its borders and expand its influence. The first sparks of conflict were ignited in the mid-17th century as Russian Cossacks, hungry for the wealth of furs Siberia promised, built forts along the Amur River, deep within territory claimed by the Qing. Tensions quickly escalated into skirmishes. The Qing, under the leadership of dynamic emperors, dispatched forces to challenge the Russian intruders, leading to a series of clashes that underscored the contested nature of Siberia's rich lands. By the 1660s, the Qing dynasty, showcasing its military prowess, launched decisive campaigns. Russian settlers and soldiers faced expulsion from the Amur as the Qing systematically dismantled their forts, pushing them back in a clear display of strength and resolve. Yet the wilderness of Siberia was no place for endless conflict. Recognizing the futility of further bloodshed, both empires sought a diplomatic resolution, paving the way for a historic negotiation. In 1689, in the remote town of Nerchinsk, delegations from the Russian Empire and the Qing dynasty, with the aid of Jesuit missionaries as mediators and translators, came together to draft a treaty. The stakes were high as they sought to delineate borders and open channels for trade, all in the shadow of past conflicts. The Treaty of Nerchinsk was a masterpiece of diplomacy. It not only established the first formal border between Russia and China along the Amur River, but also opened up limited trade routes, setting a precedent for international agreements between East and West. This treaty, the first of its kind between China and a European power, marked a turning point. It quelled the immediate threats of further conflict and laid a foundation for Russo-Chinese relations that would endure for centuries.